Well, hello there! It's that time again. Time for that blog that truly and always blazes. Here on this beautiful day of the 9th of August of 2013, here at my wonderful home away from home, Modern Zen. And as usual, I'm going to go over the energies of last week's reading, the end of the week, what we're coming into now, and, of course, always most interesting, what lies ahead of us at the end of the week. So do stay tuned. It's going to be interesting. Okay, the first card is the last card of the previous week's reading. It's a very pleasant card. The Priestess, or in some decks, the High Priestess, Mother Isis, Lady of all things, Lady of 10,000 names, Lady of all possibilities, attributed to the moon, and Lady of the P word, patience. If we were patient, we may have found that we were more in tune with our spirituality, that we were more in tune with the forces of life, that we were receiving and giving and going with the flow. Now, that may have been challenging. It was for me this week. I found myself at points getting mightily impatient. Actually, to tell you the truth, things just did not seem to be happening the way I wanted them to, and I found myself getting very angsty and anxious at points. But it's like, what can you do? You have to go with the flow, take it a day at a time, and just simply accept what is what is. And if I do that, I find myself more relaxed, more calm, more at ease. I feel even better now that I'm doing my blog. And the energies this week are going to be better. It's going to be good. But there was also some warnings involved, which I'm going to explain in a moment. Okay, when I pull the cards, sometimes I get negative cards. Now, sometimes I show you those, and I'll be honest with you now, sometimes I don't because I know there's a solution, so I go for the solution. I originally pulled cards like the Five of Wands and the Princess of Swords, which aren't terrible cards, but they're very angsty. They're very strife, very feisty, difficult energy. And I felt that's kind of like where I was at now when I was pulling the cards. I'm like, no, this really can't be for everybody. Let me go ahead and pull a solution. So I asked my guardian angel for the solution. And the card that I came up with for this reading, for the present, was Capricorn, the Queen of Discs, or Pentacles. This is a very grounded energy, very settled, very much fastidious, very much really focusing strong on detail, on finances. It's the nature of Capricorn. It's careful, it's conservative. It doesn't fling money around. Sometimes it may hoard it, but mostly it just guards it, protects it, and is very conservative with resources. So we may need to kind of look at our resources carefully as we go into this week, really kind of look at our bank balance, look at what we're doing. Some financial planning may be appropriate. There may be some things where we just really need to be grounded, because that is the nature of Capricorn. And if we do that, rather than have a lot of anxiety and a lot of angst as the week progresses, we can find ourselves really being in a position towards the end of the week that's quite good. That's right. The third and final card is the Knight of Swords. Now, this isn't bad at all. This is mental focus. It's like Gemini energy. It's a lot of mental energy, but it tends to be positive, and it's taking our minds and focusing them on what we want instead of avoiding what we don't want. So rather than having Five of Wands, struggle and strife, feeling like we're fighting our way uphill, we don't have to be that way. We can just go ahead, focus on what we want because we've already planned it. Okay, careful planning towards the beginning of the week ensures better results by the end of the week. And so we can find ourselves towards the end of the week with a lot of clarity, a lot of personal power, and the ability to really get some great things done. So there you go. The blog blazed, and as always, you blazed with it. I appreciate you. I love you. Until I talk to you next week, many, many blessings.